Hello, welcome to the new 4th edition of J. Tombstone's photo drawer. I actually recorded a 4th episode, but somehow between transferring it to the camera and getting it to the computer, I thought I transferred it from the camera to the computer, and then I erased it from the camera, but then I couldn't find it on the computer. I still think it's on the computer somewhere, maybe I just can't find it. But nonetheless, I'm missing an episode. I've got a mirror behind the camera so I can kind of see the image. But the mirror's cracked and it's all weird, so whatever. We're just getting going. I'm going to run through some of these pictures. Because I lost the 4th episode, I went looking to kind of figure out I considered like going and taking the pictures that I'd done in the 4th episode and taking them out, but since I didn't have the 4th episode, it's hard. But I ended up going through the frameable and getting a lot of stuff and stuff. So I'm not sure if I did these or not on anything that has been seen in episode 1, 2, or 3, but I'm going to just review a few of these that are in the frameable, that are going in the frameable folder. This is a picture of Glitter the Clown. 2016, I think. It's Mardi Gras. I'm wearing a Muse's bead, so... Oh, and it's by Pat Jolly. Glitter the Clown, that's me. And half clown drag. It says Glitter the Clown because Sugar LaFay took the picture. But to me, that's not really glitter. That's just me and some clown stuff. This was some gay pride thing. I do really like this picture of myself. Me with a little gay pride, rainbow umbrella and stuff. This is a picture of David Little, my friend David Little, by Sugar LaFay. I should say David might want that. And this is a picture that in my mind is infamous. This is a picture of me performing as Xanax Joplin. And of course I, as Xanax Joplin, often did poppers on stage during my numbers. And this is an image of me mid-popper hit. I was hitting poppers. And that was the Miss Trailer Park competition at the Good Friends Bar. I came in 2nd place. Every year I did the Good Friend Trailer Park. I never won, but I always came in 2nd place. And this year I had like 4 or 5 bottles of poppers. And I went to the audience, took the tops off, handed them to people, then threw the top. So the whole place smelled like poppers by the time I was done. People who saw the number don't remember it. Everybody was just lit by the end of the performance. That's how Xanax Joplin was. She was a messy girl. Onward and upward. This picture is a picture of Glitter the Clown at Joey's old apartment. That night, I know exactly what night that was. That was the night of the fetish ball at Lucky Chains. Salamander, I did not know Salamander at that point. But Salamander has told me that he remembers seeing me that night at that ball. And there's a few other people that I didn't know that night, but they remembered seeing me that night. Because I went to a fetish ball. This was like leather fetish. People were being flogged and whipped and blah, blah, blah. And those leather people take themselves so seriously. There's another picture from this night. This is me without my nose on. I put my shoes on. But I went in full clown drag as Glitter with my little rainbow wig before I started shaving my head. And I had my friend named Michael with me. And I put Michael, he was bald anyway, and I put him in gore makeup so that he was covered. It looked like he had glass shards sticking out of his head, and he was all bloody. And I had him on a collar with his hands tied, and I led him down Bourbon Street. A clown, me Glitter Clown, leading a bloody boy down Bourbon Street on a leash in chains to the fetish party. It's no wonder I made an impression on Salamander that night. And Salamander said, I don't remember, he said something like, I knew you were either very serious or you were just fucking with everybody. But I made quite an impression on Salamander that night. And this will go in NOLA. This will go in NOLA. Yeah, that party, and interestingly enough, the St. Anne's ball was in that same venue this year, and I was in there for a little while, like before it hit me. Like, I know this is the old Lucky Chains place. I forget what it is now. It's no longer Lucky Chains. Digging. Oh my goodness. This is a picture taken by Pat Jolly. Oh, my heart's pattering. This is a picture of Glitter the Clown and Sally and Glassman. This is definitely going in the frameable. This was 2013. And for the Fairy Ball this year, Sally and Glassman is the actual local voodoo priestess, the New Orleans reigning voodoo priestess, actually. And for this Fairy Ball, we had already done the canonization and canonized Saint Charisma Love Jones, the first fairy saint. This was Sally Glassman hypnotizing me, or however, I don't want to put words, I forget what it's called, but she put me in this like little trance where I channeled Saint Charisma Love Jones, aka Peter Sabi. So that's Sally and Glassman, the reigning voodoo priestess of New Orleans, with me, Glitter the Clown, and I am channeling a spirit of the Radical Fairy Saint. That is a frameable. That's a frameable. That's all I can say. That's a frameable. I can kind of look it down. This is memorabilia. This is a picture of Chi Chi LaRue, and it's not really a picture. It's like a promotional photo. It's signed. Signs to Second Skin. Keep it up, Chi Chi LaRue. Chi Chi LaRue is, of course, a gay porn director and drag icon. And when I worked at Second Skin, she had some little promotional thing there, and I kept the promotional thing. Speaking of St. Charisma Love Jones, aka Peter Sabi, this is a photograph. It says Peter Sabi by Pat Jolly, 2008. I don't know why I have this photograph, but it is lovely, and it definitely belongs in frame with it. As if one day I'll get around to framing all this stuff. This is a picture of me. The first time I did drag, of course, it was Halloween costume. I was Marilyn Monroe. That is me with Shannon Woodington, who, interestingly enough, I had a crush on Shannon Woodington. I would say she was really kind of one of my only girlfriends ever because I really loved her so deeply. And I don't know if you can see it, but she is just beautiful. She's got these like big blue eyes and this perfect smile, and I was kind of smitten. I think I knew I was gay even then, or before. This is way after, like, she and I had a little, friendship thing because I was so in love with her, but she didn't want to be my girlfriend. And, so we went through a little, like, spat, not friends for a while, but this is way after that. I don't know what happened to Shannon Woodington, but just beautiful. I mean, this picture, yeah, she was just such a stunning, beautiful girl at the time, a woman, I guess. It's a hard one. Do I have a mobile? Do I have a mobile? That's a hard one. Mobile. There's mobile. I thought I made mobile. Okay, onward. That's it. Okay. This is a picture of me as Glitter the Clown riding in the Easter parade. Maybe it was the first year I was in this parade. I don't know. But Don Corbett, Don, took this picture. This is like a laser copy that was taped to one of my kitchen cabinets in my old house for a long time. But I'm screaming at Don. That's why I'm like, Don! That's me screaming at Don. The bearded guy is just driving he's like the carriage driver. We had to rent a carriage, and he's the carriage driver, who unusually Don also knows. And then behind me is Salamander's current husband, John. And it's a totally frameable picture, but it's so worn down. I've always, yeah. And then you also see this guy right here who's like just in the crowd, but he's looking at Don because I'm sure Don looked some kind of amazing also. I'm going to put it in frameable because it belongs in frameable, even though it's tattered and torn. It's such a weird, amazing, I love it photograph. Laser print, I should say. It's not even a photograph. Close my eyes, grab one. It's a picture of Drake, Scott, and Steve Brownfield, Saucy. Not a great picture from the night that we were in leather circus wear. We are all a member of the circus, and I'm going to throw that one away because it's not right. There's much better pictures of the three of those people from that same night. This was a picture. That's Greg Cox in drag. Greg Cox in drag on the USS Alabama, the battleship in Mobile, Alabama. The Mobile Aid Support Services held a white party and rented out the battleship. So there was a dance party on the battleship, and that is Greg Cox in drag straddling a torpedo on the USS Alabama during the white party. Mobile. I mean, you see these photographs. I mean, the stories. This was when I was working on the photo lab. It's not even a photograph. It's just a piece of photo paper and how to call Sylvia Brown. You know, that psychic. This information on Sylvia Brown written on the back of a piece of photo paper from when I was working in the photo lab, and I was all obsessed. I was going to call Sylvia Brown. Have her tell me my future. I never did. This is a picture from my old apartment, the Ursuline address, and it's Joey's former girlfriend, Christy. Renaissance fair, and she's just on the couch all by herself in my old living room. And where's Nola? Where's Nola? I know I'm eventually going to outgrow these little envelopes, but it's just how I got started. This is a picture of Alicia Jafria and Death Threat Scott. Let's count. Doug, Jim, Jeffrey Johnson. Death Threat Scott's the fourth great love of my life, Death Threat Scott. And my parasol's sticking out of Alicia's head. I'm pretty sure that was the night of the Impotent Sea Snakes concert, the first time I saw the Impotent Sea Snakes. I'm pretty sure. I'm sticking in a Nola either way. It's definitely Nola. Yeah, who cares? I don't even care. This is, I know this was when I came with the girl I used to work with at the photo lab in Mobile. Her name was Shannon. This is the girl in the picture with the band is some friend of Shannon's. We came to New Orleans with Shannon, and that's when I was dating William from Sarasota, Florida. And this is a picture of some random girl, a friend of Shannon's, who I don't even know where Shannon is now, with the band in New Orleans on Royal Street. Trash, fuck that. I just want to enjoy throwing this stuff away. It's a little weird. Holy crap, this is the image of Xanax Joplin doing poppers on stage. This was that same night on the balcony, just looking all sloshed and loaded with someone who was my competition, good friends, and Miss Trailer Park competition. I feel like I should know this guy's name, but I don't. And he was a friend of Christian's, and he was a friend of China's. But I don't know I can't remember his name. I know that I know him. I can't say I don't know who he is. I know he's like a friend of Christian's and a friend of China's. Wendy. She was China, she was Wendy. Switch her name. But if I can't remember his name, I'm sticking to it. Here's a picture of Marcy in lingerie at a construction site, which will of course go into my photo career. That's my photography skills at work there. My photo career. Anytime there's some hot chick in a desolate wasteland in lingerie, photo career. This is a picture of me. Somebody threw a party called a masturbation euphemism party. Masturbation euphemism party. And everybody had to dress up as a masturbation euphemism. Meaning, a phrase that means masturbation. I am in a jack card, and I had a little ring that had an on-off switch, so I, of course, jack off. I always thought that was a clever idea for a party, and I always said I was going to rip it off and do it myself at some point, but that hasn't happened yet. it still fit them. Masturbation euphemism party. Note. That goes to Noah. This is the guy William from Sarasota, Florida. Not a great picture. Going in the trash. Sorry, William. As I've said before, I'll wait for the picture of him in his underwear. That one won't be thrown away. This is a duplicate. I've definitely gone through this picture already. This is a picture of Blue the Clown and Joy. And I think it's the night of the Impotent Sea Snakes concert. I can't... That outfit that I'm wearing tells me that was the Impotent Sea Snakes, and I think. But that's also, I wore that outfit a lot. That little polka dot, I was told when I bought it, it was vintage, and that it once belonged to a Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey circus clown. I have lived a few lifetimes in that jumpsuit. But I really think this is the Impotent Sea Snakes concert. Next time I talk to Joy, I need to ask her, did she go with me the first time I saw the Impotent Sea Snakes? Did she? Maybe. This picture makes me cringe, but I'm not going to throw it away. I had long hair, I had shoulder-length hair, and Venus was in town, and I thought, hey, Venus, could you give me, because I was going for the hippie look. But that's what Venus did to me. She gave me this big updo of a ponytail, and I was like, well, if I'm going to go all out with an updo of a ponytail, I might as well make it leathery and fetishy looking. I don't like this picture. I can do it. I can do it. There's not more copies of that, but there's more images from that same night. Oh, I love this one. This is a picture of me and Venus. We're at the bar with Troopers. We're at Troopers. Oh, and you can just see the love in our faces. I mean, that is sisters, best friends, love. We love each other, and I love that picture. I think we both look great. That could go in frameable. Yeah, because we really look great back then. I don't know how old we are. This is the photo series that I took of Salamander, trying to get some hot shots of Salamander. Not a hot shot, Sal. Sorry. One of the trash. You wouldn't want a bad picture of you out there anyway. I know how you are. This is this is from Mobile Photo Lab days. I was working at Vans Photo. Me serving Vans Photo Professional Realness. I think I took that picture to run up somebody's roll of film. You know, somebody had a disposable camera, and I just took the picture, and I just really liked the picture, so I kept it. And that'll go in Mobile. Xanax and her competition from the Miss Trailer Park pageant at Good Friends, whatever year that was. I did it a few years. Xanax did it a few years. No luck. I don't remember what years those were. Okay. This is this is going. You see, I'm conflicted. Yeah, this is going in the trash. I think this is from the trip when Shannon, my old photo lab friend Shannon, William and all, came to New Orleans, and there's a picture of some guy in his underwear on the bar. Not even that cute of a guy. Oh. I told you about it. Here it is. The picture of William from Sarasota, Florida, in his underwear, in my bedroom, Church Street, Mobile. Hot. Love tall, skinny boys. Love the tall, skinny boys. That's going. There's not like a masturbation. That's going to Mobile. There's not a masturbation envelope yet. Maybe I should consider that. Look, it's Xanax Joplin and Ursuline Burgundy. People from New Orleans who've lived in New Orleans a long time will know who Ursuline Burgundy was. She was a street performer, one of those like stand-still people, and she would also do drag shows. And she did the Mrs. Trailer Park pageant, and I beat her, of course. She did crazy and in like a straight jacket. It was stupid. A great picture of Venus Shante DeVise. That was the night that we did the Mr. Macho Man, is it true that all the girls want to come on you? And that's the outfit before Christian and I, as her backup dancers, came and ripped that outfit off. And then we all went chicken. Mobile. I'll perform it now. No, Mobile. I'm not going to put in performances because that's not even picture me. There's a whole photo series of Christian and Chris. Yes, Christian Chris. Of course, this photo series was the first time I ever sold art. I sold one of these prints for $100 in my first art show. So this, of course, was a photo career. Yeah, Christian and I and Chris broke into this house. This is like an abandoned house, and took a bunch of pictures of, once again, people in their underwear in shady situations. Another weird picture of Salamander when I was trying to get some hot pictures. There are some good pictures of him from that. Not one of them. That's not one of them. This is me looking over it. Over it. And an I Love New York t-shirt. So I'd apparently been to New York to see Taboo, which was 2005. So this had to have been like, yeah, this had to have been after January 2005, but before August of 2005, because that was Katrina. And I'm wearing an I Love New York shirt, and I'm in second skin, and I'm looking over it with my head all shaved, looking like I'm just bored or done with the day. No, not. The second great love of my life, Jim Faust, and Ginger, I can't remember her name at the moment, but she was just in New Orleans recently, and I caught up with her. Lovely Ginger. I love Ginger. She's got a great voice, and I actually have her CD around here somewhere in my music collection. Ginger, I have your CD. Amethyst was her band's name. Amethyst. She was the lead singer of Amethyst. The band never went anywhere, but I enjoyed it. Gossman, I think. Ginger Gossman, I think that's what I think. More pictures of Christian and Chris in the abandoned house. Photo career. I occasionally think, oh, I'll pick up two in a row and they'll be the same thing. They never are. Photo career. Let's see, what's this? This was the night, and you can't really even see what's going on, but this was the night, and it was the moment that I won the kinkiest outfit contest at some fetish party thing. I'm wearing a full body leather jumpsuit and my glow-in-the-dark hockey mask. Then I had I was all shaved head, and I had the little blinky lights on my head. And then when I went up for the, when they called the contestants up for the kinkiest outfit, I unzipped my full-length bodysuit to show off my little pink furry jump strap that I was wearing under that. And, I won kinkiest outfit at that fetch ball thing. And, not a great picture, but the moment is the moment in that one. Kinkiest outfit. I want kinkiest outfit. That's another point to say. I think this is a picture from the Impotent Sea Snakes' first night, of their performance, but I can't tell what's going on at all. So I'm just done with that. We're at 23 minutes and wrap some of this up. There's a picture of Joey and I just had Christy. Joey and Christy in my old apartment in on Ursuline. That's funny, Nola. This was a picture I took of Venus. We did a bunch of pictures for little publicity stuff. This is definitely an outtake. But let's put that in photo career. Because that wasn't me as a photographer. It was photography days. Got two. Okay. And they're both going in the trash. This is the images of a staff that Salamander made me, a big tall staff there for Mardi Gras that I still have, but it was definitely an excellent shot. And this is a picture of some guy dressed all in flowers. That was definitely a Mardi Gras morning thing, but sorry, don't know who you were, I don't care. Oh, let's shut it on this. Okay, this is a good one. So this is the night of the Impotent Sea Snakes, and this photograph was double exposed somehow. Like it was the last picture on the roll or something back in film roll days, and there was a girl. The Impotent Sea Snakes always, they were a loud metal band, but every time they came around, they had a different entourage of little fetish performers with them. So as they did their like loud screaming music, the fetish performers would come out and do assorted fetish performances on top of the loud rock music. This girl came out and fucked herself with a beer bottle on stage, and then this guy from the audience got on stage, laid down, and she pissed the beer, or I guess it was beer, I don't know how she got the beer up in the whole thing. She got beer up in her pussy. This is an image of the guy laying on the floor, drinking the beer out of her pussy on stage. It's a slightly double exposed, you can see that up at the top. That's another image that was not supposed to be there. That's definitely one to end on. I feel like I want to put that in frameable. And I think I will. I'll put that in frameable because in my world, that's frameable. Thanks. Later, bye.